Welcome to the Black News Beat with Dr. Kimeka Campbell. We have an excellent show for you tonight. And my first question to everyone always is, did you miss me? Yes. Oh, thank you. It's been a really crazy, hectic couple of weeks as usual. The last time I saw you was right before Thanksgiving. We were sitting in my mom's dining room, and we were getting ready to eat all kinds of food. Did you enjoy your Thanksgiving? Yeah, mine was pretty good. I ended up cooking some traditional dishes with my mom. My family's from Trinidad and Tobago. And we had callaloo and baked macaroni pie. So there's always a point of contention with the Americans and the West Indians because we make macaroni pie and the African Americans make macaroni and cheese. And so by a show of hands, who likes macaroni pie? Thank you. Who likes macaroni and cheese? That's because you've never had my mom's macaroni and cheese, and you will rue the day that you ever said you liked it better. But I'm just kidding. So it's always great to have these interesting diaspora quarrels around the holidays because you actually realize that a lot of us are more similar than we are different, and it's such a really interesting thing to see how the food variations just vary from culture to culture, but we can pick out some things we like across the diaspora, which I love, and I love to eat, so part of my Taurus nature. So this show is you'll hear me say a couple times tonight, a partnership between Open Stage. That's where we are, give it up for Open Stage. And the Young Professionals of Color, Greater Harrisburg. And it's all about creating community and being in community, so thank you for being here with us tonight. This show will air on Friday. And Basir, will you share it when you see it? Thank you very much. Will you guys share it when you see it? Yeah. Oh, why, thank you. And by the way, do you hear that guy? That guy I just said hi to? That's my husband. That's Basir. And Basir comes from an hour away from work every single show to come and help me on the setup over here to make sure everything runs well. So I'm very thankful for him. Thanks, babe. Love you. So when you see this, take a moment to share the stream. It's really important that you share. Now that we've gotten everything working pretty well, right, Gib?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Please share the stream because, honey, there have been mishaps and mayhem on the stage, honey. It's been amazing. But we've learned so much over the last couple of years. And guess what? We're going to be starting season 3 in February. It's very strange to me that the time has flown by so fast, but here we are. We invite you all to the anniversary show. You'll get more information on that coming up. It's always a big to-do. We put on all kinds of, just put on a fanfare, and it's an amazing time. We have a great time. So let's first take a moment to check in. How are you guys doing? Good. Holidays are nuts. It's already the 14th of December. Where did the year go? So I saw that meme on the internet where it was with the guy who does the face, and he was like January, and then it was like December. Where did the time go? And it's just very interesting to see that I think we're all feeling that way, especially coming out of the pandemic. Very strange because time dragged for 2 years. You didn't know if it was Monday or Friday or Saturday or Tuesday, day or night, what year it was, and now it's like, boom, done. Now that we're back outside, the years are just flying by. Also, watch out, because on top of COVID, which is apparently entering its resurgence era, I don't know what's happening, a renaissance of COVID, I don't like it. There's also monkeypox. There's also RSV. What else? Oh, I'm sorry, because that's racist. Mpox. And it's true, it is a little racist. Just like it was like Middle Eastern respiratory disease, also racist, all those things, they name it for populations. But there are so many things running around right now, so be careful. A lot of people thought they had COVID and were trying to treat COVID on their own, but it ended up having the flu or having a severe cold or having Mpox or having something else. This RSV is wild because it actually swept the southeast in the winter, spring of this year. And now folks are starting to see that respiratory stuff and they think it's COVID, but listen, don't try to self-treat in this time of crazy viruses. Go and get checked out, okay? And there are a lot of amazing things happening right here in our community for the holidays as well. Check out all the different parties and different things that are happening. I'll mention this a couple times. Young Professionals of Color, Greater Harrisburg, we're having our holiday party on Saturday. I hope you can come. It's always a good time. We have Dirty Santa. Let me tell you something. Dirty Santa gets a little crazy. People in there stealing. They're real thieves in that room, and they're really, really, really experienced. Okay, so if you come, bring a gift, bring something that you want to give away. People bring really weird things, and I'm always happy about it, but it's always crazy. One time, somebody brought a dildo. Now, hear me out. They brought the dildo because they didn't want the dildo, and the first question on the floor was, I hope you didn't open it and try it out. And after we established that it was a brand new dildo, then people were like, oh, I want the dildo. And then the stealing began, and it was a crazy scene for about 45 minutes. So come hang out with us. If that's your thing, come hang out with us. We do crazy stuff at the holiday party, but it's a lot of fun. And we try to celebrate all the holidays. We give a shout out to Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus for the rest of us, all the other different things that are happening around the holiday times. And we know we don't get to everything, but we at least want to be with you and tell us what you celebrate and come hang out with us. And in that vein, we actually had, does anybody know Rabbi Ariana Koptaber? She is the rabbi at Beth El up on North Front Street. And her and I hosted Friendsgiving for the Black and Jewish community last Sunday. Was that Sunday, babe? Boy, time flies again because it's crazy. And it was a wonderful celebration for the Black and Jewish communities, and it was really absolutely amazing. So I want you to take a quick look, because for all the vitriol that's being spewed in the media, it was wonderful to sit with people right here in our own community that understand how important it is to commune with one another, to listen and be vulnerable with each other, and work through how these current events affect us. So take a look. Can you still see me? Okay, I'm here. Well, what had happened was there was like 25 people in the Hearst Manor living room, which we did not expect. We expected like 10 people, which was interesting because like it's funny how some events you're like, it's gonna be, so many people, and then like 3 people come up. And then we were like, nobody wants to come talk about this stuff. So we're gonna have, just a small, no, I had to pull chairs from all over the house to make sure that everybody had a seat. And some of the topics that came up were talking about all the crazy things that people have been saying in the media. I shall not mention that person's name again because we've talked about him for like 5 shows and I won't do it. But all those things, but really and truly, what does it mean to people in communities that have to live with one another? And what does that mean? And we got to hear so many different perspectives and different things that people thought that I truly didn't know. And a lot of people left that gathering feeling like, you know what, I learned something about you today. You learned something about me. And we're happy about that. Is it good?
Sure.
Okay, so we'll come back to that.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a crazy set, right? It looks like the 1970s threw up into 2022s, right?
Yeah.
So I am standing on the set of actually my favorite holiday show that Open Stage puts on called Whose Holiday? Starring our very own Rachel Landon. She's over here in the corner. And Whose Holiday is about Cindy Lou Who and who she grew up to be. I don't want to give it away, but if you could sneak in and be like, please, 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 because the tickets are sold out, so I don't know what you're going to do. But I got to see it Saturday night, and once again, Rachel was captivating as Cindy Lou Who, held the audience's undivided attention the entire time, makes me cry every time. So I was sitting back there with some folks, and they were like, have you seen this already? I said, I've seen it like 4 or 5 times. And they're like, what? I was like, this is my favorite show that Open Stage does. They're like, oh my God. And look, is it like the greatest show? Yes, it is. I said, but it gets really depressing in the middle. And they were like, oh no. But it's a tale of redemption, and it's beautiful, and it's very grown up. So
Not for kids.
Not for kids. Leave the kiddies in the house. And after that, guess what I did Saturday night? Was that Friday night? Friday night. Guess what I did Friday night? I got to sing in the holiday cabaret that was in the lobby. And some people remarked that I did an okay job. I mean, it was middle of the road for, what I was expecting of myself. I did it. I just jumped up there and I actually broke out of like one of my own, trepidations.
Yeah.
And did something I hadn't done in a long time, which was sing in a cabaret and like let people hear my voice not in the shower. Wow, that was a great thing. So you can check out the cabaret again this Friday night. I'll be here again, screaming into the mic, okay? And it's, I think, how much is it? $10, $15? Pay what you will, that's right, I forgot, I keep forgetting. And just come and hang out. The drinks are always great. Morgan's really heavy-handed, okay? So be careful, but an amazing show. If you can sneak into Who's Holiday, and I don't mean sneak, I mean ask if you can get in. But if you can come to see it, it's a beautiful show. How about now? Just kidding. Not gonna ask anymore. So tonight, let's give it up for our guests. This week, we have some amazing guests. Please give it up for Clay Jacobs from the Alzheimer's Foundation. I'm really looking forward to that conversation. Let's give it up for Cynthia Royer. She's here to tell us about her amazing work as an athlete and vegan and all kinds of great things. And definitely last but definitely not least, let's give it up for Miss Amber Lesser, also known as Amberella. Y'all, Amber is a vintner, excuse me, and she's here to tell us about her line of wines. So, but before we get to all that, we got a lot of stuff to talk about because things have been happening. Have they not? Have they not? Let's sweep these streets and see what's been going on.